Hey there, UniWarriors. Today going to be covering some first round matches from the MooseKNUCKLE Tournament. It's a tournament. It's a tournament between higher level players like 2100 score to 2040 or 2400 score, and the first round is on this map. The race matchup in this match is khraleans versus Titans. It's going to be Lodeous versus Bulldog. And I just wanted to show this, first of all, to show some higher level replays, showcase this tourney, and then also look at the new units because they do play a role in this match. Let's just talk about the new units for a second. So the khralean boarfly is 200 credits. It's decent, but I think the general sentiment is it needs to be buffed in some way, and I agree with that. I think it's too weak, and it's the least used out of the new units. But it will play a good role in this match because of its cheapness and its ability to kind of keep ground heavy away. You got, and then the other unit is a guardian. It's cost 350. It's more. It's got no repair. But it's very strong against ground heavy, so this thing will be a very strong deterrent to pinzers in this match. And that's just the Guardian. I wanted to talk about the new units because we haven't seen a lot of matches or commentary about the new units yet. And so, looking at the map, there's 5 bases on each side, and then there's these cities in the middle. This city is pretty securely belonging to the player who's it's on, but then there's this center line with 4 cities that will be contested, and some healing tiles on the edge that you could use to heal up faster units. So it'll be interesting how they play with these cities. The Titans, these mechas have less mobility, so the khraleans have an advantage in getting their underlings on the city. You have to place a mecha right next to a city as Titans in order to get on it. And with the negative bonus, it's easy to snipe infantry units off, so you must protect your cities. Without further ado, let's get this match going. I'm going to turn on some music. And let's go. Khraleans capping their natural bases. And out comes some underlings. So it's a good choice. There's not a lot of threat on the board yet, and so you just want to take credits from cities while you can. And Titan gets mecha and Speeder. Speeder's got lots of opportunities to mobilize with all this open stuff. More underlings from the khraleans. He's pushing a Speeder up. He can't get on a city yet, but Khrals can. It's kind of a little unfair, but this is mirrored, and I'm going to show the mirror in another video. Alright, khraleans move their underlings on the center. This mountain's a very good defensive spot. This assimilator will deter the underlings because they can't get close to it, otherwise they'll get converted. He moves his mecha onto the city. This assimilator is protecting his mechas from this underling aggression, so the underlings gotta stay out of range. This Garuda is coming up to protect this underling on the city. That's a smart move. These speeders won't be able to pick it off now. So there hasn't been a lot of killing, but the khraleans have taken a lot more cities, and so they're building up a credit advantage even though there's only been 1 underling death. Let's see if khraleans retaliate. Yes, they do. So this assimilator, he's just outside this assimilator range. Dang, that wasn't actually a good shot. He just took that was an unfavorable exchange. I think the reason he took this shot was to protect this Garuda from getting too much gang up with these mechas, because you don't want this Garuda to go down. Alright, he's taking the cities. Speeders are good in this match for getting on cities as long as they're not directly threatened, because you don't want that negative defense allowing your opponent to kill your speeder. And now the underling gets picked off that city. So now the Titan's on more cities than the khralean is. Pinzer's out. It's a good response to these speeders. And the underlings come up and opportunistic strike against that assimilator. You can't let that assimilator live. More underlings on the board. There's a lot of low-cost units. The most expensive unit on the board is a Pinzer right now. Titan is all mechas and speeders. We'll see how he responds to this Pinzer. Very good. Placing a speeder on a city where he can protect it and still take the bonus. And he's going to put that mech on that side city. So right now, Titans are ahead in the credits. I think they have more material on the board, so Titan is leading at this point. Out comes a Swarmer. They've got lots of mechas. This Pinzer is kind of a threat, though. He hasn't built a response to it yet. He's just got a ton of mecha shields. Out comes a Guardian, and a Pinzer runs away. This Guardian is very strong. If you can get him on a force and hit a Pinzer, you can do like 6 damage. So taking a heal, but he could easily be taken down. Now the only thing with this Guardian is he's going to have to protect it well, because it can't heal back up. If it gets hit, it's damaged for its life. He's putting it on the city. Up comes the underling. This underling mobility is a real advantage. You can project underling power really fast. And the Titans have no aerial units, so there's really no disadvantage to using underlings. That's a good spot for the speeder on that med tile. Garud is retreating because there's too many mechas and speeders over there. And the Pinzer's keeping his distance from that Guardian. But so far the khraleans are... well, they're still even in cities that they're holding. And Titan's still up 300 credits. Alright, attacking those speeders from a mountain. This mountain's very good for the underlings. Gives them a good defensive and offense bonus. Swarmer's coming after that mecha. He's trying to deal some damage. Pinzer's slowly coming up, trying to pressure him. But that Guardian's forcing the Pinzer to keep his distance. And the Garuda's back on the city. Khraleans are going to have to avoid that eclipse with their air units because it can really decimate them. Underling down on that city. The credit kill count's been pretty close the entire game. Titans had a slight edge, but Khraleans had a slight edge on city holdings at the beginning of the map, just because of all the underling mobility. Interesting, putting a Swarmer on a city. It's shielded by these underlings, but it could still go down. These underlings aren't very healthy. Yep. Those underlings are going down. This Pinzer's been slowly making his way up. And it's kind of putting pressure on Titans. He's pulled back. And now these speeders are coming off the side. It's very interesting. Khraleans making a push up here, and then Titans are making a push down this way. And putting a mech on that city to get credits. Also, Titans killed a lot of units that last round. We'll see if Khrals can retaliate. Good speeder kill. Nice hit on that Eclipse. You wanna watch out and protect those Eclipses. They can heal, but they only have a 1 heal rate. Out comes an Infector. Now, the only use of an Infector in a TVK is for healing, and it gives you a +3 normally. A Pinsir with +2, you can get a +6 heal bonus on a Pinsir. So I think the point of this Infector is to really keep this Pinsir strong, because now, even if you do damage to Pinsir, if you don't kill it, he's going to be back at full health with this Infector. Titan's pulling back. He's really ceded city control to the khraleans. Khraleans are on 3 cities and he's only on 1. Pinsir is really strong. That Pinsir mobility allowed it to go straight through that city. That's really nice. How is he going to make sure that he doesn't die, though? The Guardian is strong, but he can't kill a Pinsir with 1 hit. And it looks like he doesn't have the forces, especially since the only way to attack this Pinsir is from this weak city tile. And the Infector's within range of being able to heal it. So now he can apply the Pinsir pressure without having to worry about the Guardian taking it down. Moves an Eclipse on the Forest. Forest is a bad spot for ground heavies, but if he thinks he can protect it, then it's alright. Alright. There's that 5 shot on a Pinsir. He's looking bad, but he can heal straight up to 10 with that Infector. The Speeders take out that Swarmer. And they're really chipping away at the defenses around this Pinsir. Alright. How will they retaliate? Another Assimilator on the board. Lots of healing and threat to underlings. Alright, Pinsir gets +6. And damage to that Guardian. He's down 5. He's stuck with 5 HP for the rest of the game. We'll talk about that at the end, but that was a good play. Pushing the Pinsir up. Now the Guardian's moving back, taking the underling off the base. Eclipse heals up. It's on that wood, but it's heavily protected. They're just trying to take these underlings off the cities. Bulldog is still ahead in the credit kills, but the khraleans have been on top of the cities for longer, so this credit disparity isn't actually that big of a material disparity, if at all. Pinsir's coming out. Trying to chip away these mechas since they can do damage. Cap threat. That's good. Burying an underling. That's the first buried underling we've seen this entire game. And more underlings pushed out. Now Titan's going to stop that cap threat. So this was going to be an unsuccessful capture. But the point of making unsuccessful captures is you force your opponent to respond and to kill them. And since you're capping with a 100 credit infantry unit, sometimes you divert the attack from your more expensive units, and they kill less credits. Alright, still trying to get on that city, but he has less control over that city now with that Pinsir in this space. And the Infector's still ready to heal the Pinsir. Titans are making a push up on this right side. Guardian hits the Pinsir. It's only a -2 now. Out comes another Guardian. That's looking scary for the Pinsir. Okay, Pinsir's taking that mecha down. Ouch. That Guardian is dead. You have to protect your Guardians against anything. Usually infantry are best for taking out Guardians, though. Take down that Assimilator. This Assimilator can't get to any of these underlings. Now they're taking this dude off the base. Out comes another Pinsir, and that's GG. So if you look, the credit count is evened up, but there's a lot more there's a lot more khralean material on the board. So it looks like it's. I mean, there's still a chance for Titan in this game, but when you see the other round, you'll see Bulldog was kind of losing in both matches, and so he just decided to quit. Anyway, this was really cool. I just want to go back to what I see as the key pivot of this match. I should go back around. Where were we? Okay. So we start with the Pinzer right here, and there's the Guardian, and he's retreated back before because his Guardian puts a lot of pressure on the Pinzer. Now the Pinzer's going to slowly advance as Titans take this right side, and the Guardian is further away. He gets all the way up here. Guardian's getting really close. See, if he moved on that force tile, you get -6 on that Pinzer, which is not where you want to be. The Pinzer pulls back. He's pulling back in the back, and out comes this Infector. This Infector-Pinzer combo really helped determine the game, I think. So then this allows to move the Pinzer up here, take a hit from the Guardian, and then just heal it back up. And then it was kind of a trap because he's got this Guardian out here within range of the Pinzer. He damaged the Pinzer. The Pinzer heals back, and now this Underling can come up and damage the Guardian. And once the Guardian is damaged, this Pinzer is really secure in this position, and he can't hold the city tile anymore, while khraleans can hold this city tile. So the Pinzer just is a thorn in his side for the rest of the game here, and even though he builds another Guardian, they take out that Guardian, and they can still heal this Pinzer. So I think this was a very good play against the Guardian. It was a good counter, and I think that's the match. And we'll see how you can use the Guardian in the other match. No board flies were built by the khraleans, but there are board flies in the other match. So yeah, this was a fun game. Thanks for watching.